What does the claim bill mean? Claim bill, okay, is a piece of paper wherein the loss is bifurcated. Okay? Bill of lading or other transport document, whichever you may have. Only the delivery order will be in the duplicate because the original will be submitted as the customs. So in the commercial invoice, to know the value of the cargo, the packing list to know the nature of packing, custom bill of entry. Why? Custom bill of entry. Anybody? See, this chocolate is good.
What to know the cargo value declared?
What is that?
To know the declared cargo value.
To know the declared cargo value. Okay, because these merchants, they have got a habit of undervaluing or declaring an undervalue to the customers. Okay, they bring in the cargo, okay, and they pay a huge amount, say $50,000, and they declare $12,000 to the customs, and they need to pay only 5% of the invoice value as custom duty because they want to evade so much of custom duty, so they trick the customs. So we call for the claim bill, custom bill of entry, to check whether the claim they make against the carrier is in accordance with what they have declared to the customs. Clear? Then the surveyor's report or the shortage certificate, the salvage invoice, or a sale letter if the cargo is salved or part of it is salved. Letter of subrogation. What is the letter of subrogation? Transfer of rights. Okay, if it is lodged by the underwriter or the cargo insurance. And then of course the letter of authority if the claim is lodged by some other party other than the actual shipper, consignee or the cargo underwriter under a letter of authority, the recovery agent he can claim from him. Okay. So claims are lodged with all these original documents. Now, how are the claims processed? So what are the checklists? See, the guy is checking. Okay, you have to have that. What is that called? Magnifying glass to check each document. Now, when you go to this, see, we had a compensation and benefits manager who had come to our department. Okay, and they found our department full of documents like this. And he told us, see, your printing and stationery budget. Printing stationery budget should exceed all the other budgets combined here. I told him, sir, I can't on a piece of, on your small monitor, I can't verify 8 documents at a time. I need to take a printout and see that. How are claims processed? What are the checklists? If damage notifications and survey requests are within the time period as stipulated by the local laws or the international laws. Have you seen that? Yes. If there had been any untoward incidents reported by the vessel or the transporter during transport, the discharge and delivery records, maid's receipt, ship tally sheets, port tally sheets, etc. in case of break bulk, then the cargo tracer and the response to the tracer. Do you know what is a cargo tracer? No or yes? No, if you don't know, you ask what is a cargo tracer. Don't know. No, not a cargo manager.
It is a
okay. If okay, I bring in 10 bundles of steel pipes. Okay, I am the carrier. I carry 10 bundles of steel pipes from one point, say for example, from Port Klang to Jebel Ali. When it reaches Jebel Ali, I find there are only 9 bundles. Obviously, there has been one bundle short. Now this short bundle, when I checked with the load port, they said that I have loaded all the 10 bundles. Okay, but one bundle has outloaded as short. Now what do I do there? Now there are so many wayports and transshipment ports. Okay, so I have to trace this cargo and I start sending cargo traces to all the wayports, whether it has been deliberately or unknowingly discharged at some point. So the short landed cargo here would be an excess landed cargo at that point. Okay, then when you start tracing a cargo, they send you back a tracer saying that I have got an excess landed cargo here of one bundle. Then we tell them you ship it out. And then we deliver that to them. So if those cargo tracers have been in order, Okay, whether we have proceeded with the tracer action, and if we have proceeded with the tracer action, whether such tracer actions have returned in the negative. Only if it returns in the negative, we are responsible. If it returns in the positive, we will make arrangements to ship those cargoes. Clear? Yes. Okay. Now stuffing and destuffing tally sheets in case of LCL cargo, and even in the case of LCL cargo or reworked cargo, still if there is a shortage, the tracer action will be done. The part flow chart to the vessel's monitoring log, the yard monitoring log, port flow chart to the vessel's monitoring log, the yard monitoring log, port of loading, port of discharge, transmission points, data download, PTA. You know what is terminology? What is the PTA? For what cargo? Free-flow. Yes, correct. Okay, vessel monitoring. These are all for refrigerant cargo. Okay, I have to call for all these documents and check. MSDS. Material? Safety? For which cargo?
DGR.
IMCO cargo, IMDG. And then you see all the claim documents, whatever they have submitted is in order. And then you check all these documents. And what you do is, then you forward. There is a question of liability here. So you forward this with your recommendation, whether this claim has to be settled or rejected. You forward it to your principals. Now, what are the things which the claimants have to prove? The first thing is the title. Okay? Who is the title holder? You've seen that, no? Now, whether to prove whether it is a contract or intact. Okay, these are things that the cargo claimants have to prove. Okay? Now, whom to sue? The brevity of contract. What is the brevity of contract?
The parties who are to the contract.
Pardon?
The parties who are involved in the contract.
Yeah, it is a contractual relationship. Okay, I might have at least, for example, I as a shipper gives my cargo to a forwarder. This forwarder, he gives the cargo to an NVOCC operator. This NVOCC operator gives the cargo to a slot charterer. Slot charterer gives the cargo to a charterer, and the charterer, he has got a relationship with the owner. Okay, now there is a chain here. Now privity means that it is a contractual relationship. Now if there is a damage to the cargo, now the shipper or the consignee cannot straight away claim from the owner. Okay, he will say that I don't have any contractual relationship with you. You go to the party with whom you have contracted for carriage, and that is the forwarder. Okay, now the forwarder, he cannot go straight to the owner, instead he goes to the NVOCC operator. NVOCC operator, he goes to the third party. Who is that? The slot charterer to the charterer to the owner. And that is how this link is established. That is the meaning of privity, whether you have a privity of contract. Okay, whether that privity is established. Okay. Now, you have to prove that the loss was while in the custody of the carrier, and there was in fact a loss or damage to the cargo, and then the measure of damage. What is the measure of damage? After survey, you come to know. Clear? Clear? Yes. Now, the carriers have got a set of defenses. For those defenses, because I've put the slide wrongly actually. Okay, the carriers must prove which article is this in UAE maritime law? Defenses of the carriers. Article 275. Okay, carriers have to prove that it was not unseaworthy. Okay, and there was no mistake in navigation. Fire. Okay, which was not due to the negligence of the carrier, and it was due to a peril of the sea, and an act of God. What is an act of God? Heavy weather, so many things are there. Okay, war accidents, operations of enemies, blah, 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 blah. There are so many things which are set out in the UAE maritime law for the defense of the carrier. Now, the counter proof, okay, of the claimants for the defense of carriers are these: that he has not loaded and stuffed properly, okay, and he has not properly carried, and he has not kept the safe custody of the cargo, and he has not discharged it safely and correctly. So see the vessel, no? Okay. Now these things I think we've covered. Okay. It's heavy weather. Now settlement. Okay, we settled like this, Okay, houses of dollars and rupees. Okay, once the claim documents are processed and it is established that the carrier's liability is involved, the claims would be settled on best possible terms. Okay, claims are generally settled after negotiation with the claimants at an amount which is less than the claimed amount. Normally it is, but in case of a short landing claim, normally it is maybe 100% or maybe less than that. And it is settled against a claim, discharge and release, wherein the claimant they clearly say that, sir, we are not going to claim anything more than what we have settled, and negotiable and final settlement, he gives the claim discharge receipt. And if the carriers reject the claim on the basis of the defenses which are available to him under Article 275